The time is ticking, Rebekah. Houston is ready for FIFA World Cup 2026, and we are here at Media Day at NRG Park.
That's right, Travis. We are 30 days and counting to the very first match. From tourism, transportation, and fan activities, hear more about it right here on City Pulse.
The media briefing has just ended, and we are now here with Ryan Walsh, the CEO of the Harris County Houston Sports Authority. Mr. Walsh, what does it mean to have as Houston as a host city for the FIFA World Cup?
I mean, it's incredible, right? I mean, Houston's such a global city, and so you've got this fantastic global event that's coming to Houston for the first time. You're expecting, 500,000 people and a massive economic benefit, and really it is the eyes of the world on Houston. So we're hosting 7 matches between June 11th and July 19th here at Houston Stadium is what we're going to call the stadium. So all of the eyes of the world watching this. It's exciting to see not just the excitement here locally, but globally. You think about that a typical Super Bowl gets about 135 million views. We'll have 200 million people watching every single match, all 7 matches here in Houston. So be able to really, truly have the eyes of the world on Houston is a phenomenal experience for us as the Sports Authority, but even just for Houston in general.
So when we're talking community impact, what do you think is going to be the lasting community impact for FIFA World Cup 2026?
It's truly a generational event. Certainly for somebody like myself, a native Houstonian, being able to experience the World Cup, I mean, that's once in a lifetime for me, right? But I think for Houston and Harris County and the residents in between, I think that the lasting impact is going to be not just the civic pride of having hosted the World Cup here in Houston, but the legacy events that we're planning afterward. So the free kick soccer program, the sustainability efforts that we're working on, the human rights initiatives that we're working on. We really want the Impact Houston 26 legacy to live on for decades beyond just this summer in the World Cup here.
Some things that they need to know to prepare as Houstonians for the World Cup. What are those things you want them to know?
Just be excited,
yes.
Right? Just be excited, celebrate with your family and friends, and use the World Cup, right? So have a watch party. Enjoy some of the watch parties that are going to be happening around town. Come down to the Fan Fest in Edo, which is completely free of charge to participate. And then, just enjoy. So you can look on our website, fwc26houston.com. We're going to have a list of all of the exciting events that are happening all over. And so I think it's going to be a great opportunity for every Houstonian to participate. And, what we like to say is sports touches everybody's life, whether you play sports, whether you're involved in sports, or whether you're just driving down 610 in the afternoon, right? Sports touches everybody's life, and I think this is going to be no different than that. It's going to be such a positive experience for everybody in Houston.
Well, thank you so much for making history and being a part of this process. It is going to be exciting. World Cup FIFA 2026. You'll find out the answer later in the show. All right, we're here on City Pulse. We have Metro Chair Lady Elizabeth Brock with us. How are you today?
I'm doing great, thank you.
Awesome. So first out of the gates, Metro's plans for FIFA World Cup 2026. What are some things that Houstonians need to know as well as visitors need to know?
Well, you need to know, first of all, that we are ready. And at Metro, we are not just ready to welcome the world to Houston, but we're also ready to make sure that our customers here are happy. So we are putting things in place in order to make Metro easier to use. So if it's your first time using Metro, we are super excited because we think that you'll have a totally different experience.
Now, we don't want FIFA World Cup to be an exclusive event. We want it to be inclusive. So what are ways Metro is doing to make international fans feel more welcome to Houston?
We're making sure that we have our wayfinding system that is very clear, universal, easy to understand. But also we have our ambassadors in place that are going to help communicate with people from around the world in various languages to help them plan their trips and also understand how to use our pay system. Our new fare system is easy to use. It's just one tap away, whether you use your phone or whether you use Apple Pay. It's just easy to use. You don't have to have a card. You don't have to have an account. Our idea is just to make sure that we're easy to use.
So any recommendations for people to plan ahead to make sure they map out their day? What things are Metro having put in place to help people map out their day?
Go to Metro, to our Metro Ride app and plan your trip. Plan on using Metro because we have put measures in place to make traffic congestion easier, to make it easy to use, to meet the customers where they are, and to be available whether you're using on-demand services, whether you're using our downtown direct from the airport to downtown, whether you're using our park and ride. We've expanded service there so that way people are trying to get to work, they can do that with ease as well.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Again,
much.
amazing job. Very excited for FIFA World Cup 2026.
Okay, I have another multiple choice question for you, and it involves the future of soccer in and around Houston. How many new and refurbished pitches will be placed in underserved communities across Harris County? Is it 4, 23, 9, or 100?
And you'll find out how many pitches after the break.
Hey, did you know Houston has a city ordinance on motorized scooters? Here's the details. It's against the law to ride a scooter on the sidewalk in a business district. Doing so can get you fined up to $200. Scooter riders must follow all traffic laws, including riding in the street, preferably in a bike lane, and must stop at all stop signs and red lights just like a car. Also, you must be 18 or over to operate a scooter on Houston streets. Scooter riders must always yield to pedestrians and should pull over to use their mobile devices. It's also a good idea to wear a helmet. Scooter riders should never ride under the influence or carry passengers. It's a scooter, folks, not a clown car. Please scoot responsibly.
The answer to the question is 23 pitches will be new and refurbished in underserving communities around Harris County. But now we have Patti Smith. She is the director of the FIFA World Cup 26 Houston Fan Festival. And as we learned in the media briefing, the key word is free.
Free, yes. I mean, we've intended it, wanted it to be free all along. We want Houstonians, visitors from all over the world to be able to come and experience it. I know other cities have gotten to potentially charging, shortening their days or whatever, but we want as much access as possible to our fan festival. So yeah, it's free.
So when people are at the Fan Fest, what are some things that they need to make sure that they do, make sure that they participate in?
All of it. First thing they need to make sure to do is to come down and
Right.
see it because, and I've told, friends this all the time. It's, oh my gosh, Houston's going to be crazy. There's going to be so much, traffic and so many people. So what? I mean, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. We are transforming East Downtown into this magical 4-block wonderland and you need to come experience it all. I mean, come down there. It's the biggest watch party in the city by far. It's the biggest activation going on outside of the games. Come down there. Experience the games. We've got some other things besides the matches that are being played. We have a giant ball that we've partnered with Adidas on called Esfera. It's the big Trionda ball, and inside of that we've partnered with Space Center Houston. And kind of the dream was to be a cross between Esfera in Vegas, the Sphere in Las Vegas, and the Epcot ball down in, just this big giant thing. You go inside it. They've created original content, a 360-degree experience. We've got another air-conditioned spot called Houston Hall that we really are trying to tell Houston's story, who we are as a city through our food, through our entertainment. The Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo is activating in there. We have art cars in there. Space Center Houston has more stuff in there, lunar modules. We have kicking games. games. We've got a mini pitch that you can go have open play on and experience just so many different things that are not just watching the game. So there's something for everyone.
This sounds like so much fun. You've sold me. You sold me.
One soundbite.
Come on, I'm done. Good.
But I want to get one more in because we want to hammer this point across. Houston is one of 16 cities that is hosting the World Cup, but it is only one of 2 host cities that gets to have Fan Fest the entire World Cup.
Because we don't play around in Houston. I mean, we're not going to just do it. It's go big or go home. So it was important to us to be open all of the days, and all of the days means 34 of the 39. There's 5 rest days, but we want fans to be able to see it all. So
Absolutely.
Not only are we remaining free, but we're remaining open. We've got a lot of people that live here. We've got a lot of people that are going to be visiting. So there is no excuse for anybody not to come.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your time. Make sure we see you there. Fan Fest.
Today I'm here to talk with Houston airports about the awareness of what human trafficking looks like in the greater Houston area.
Human trafficking is a real serious problem. It has been, and we've come together today to collaborate and try to have a united front.
And what we're trying to do is take the energy and activities of all of our members here in the Houston area and focus them towards anti-human trafficking.
We create tools to educate. For example, here we have a care package build where people will write a personal note that tonight will be in the hands of someone being trafficked.
It's knowing and looking at the statistics of the people that are saved.
It's a matter of prevention, it's a matter of enforcement, and then assist the victims in getting their lives straightened out.
Anybody who can learn about trafficking, see it in their families, see it in their communities, and see it in their companies, and learn how to do something, we're going to turn this thing around.
And to normalize the conversations that we're having around trafficking, to help parents understand how to really talk to their kids at all ages.
But we never rest because there's individuals in our community that are reaching out for help.
All right, we want to thank C.J. Johnson for that nice piece on the human trafficking involving this man right here, Jim Szczesniak, the director of Houston Airport System. That happened at the Woodland Theater about a few weeks ago, but have there been any new developments with the human trafficking?
Yeah, so every Houston Airport System employee and then anybody who gets a badge at the airport gets trained on that on a regular basis. And so we continue that training, and then as we get closer to, and we get into this summer travel season, we'll continue to work with our partners, particularly HPD, because again, they might get the tactical intelligence on things that may be happening from an organized ring perspective. And so we'll kind of work with those folks to be able to make sure that anything that we can do to mitigate trafficking at the airport, we're putting our best foot forward.
So when people get off the plane, their experience, what should they expect to see, feel, the essence inside of the Houston airport?
Yeah, so we want to give them a good experience, like a Houston-friendly welcome when they get off the plane, so they're going to know that they're here. And then, again, we're going to have activations in the terminal specific to World Cup to be able to give them that soccer vibe when they get on here. We want to make sure that when they get off the plane, they're ready to get into the soccer groove.
When the spectators come from international countries, what will be the traffic flow be in the airport?
So for the international inbound, Customs has a couple different products, right? And so they have the standard screening, and then we have the global entry that's available to certain folks. We have mobile passport. Mobile passport, importantly, is also available to all visa waiver countries. So your Germans, your Dutch, your Japanese, all those folks have the ability to use the mobile passport. Then also we have what's called enhanced passenger processing. We're the few airports that have it right now in the country, and that allows U.S. citizens, when they come in, they're going to get their biometrics read by the screener there, and then it will match that to their passport, and then they get a green light and they just go through. And that frees up, because of the fact that that's about it's about twice as fast than the normal processing. That frees up more CBP officers to go work on the foreign folks, because the U.S. folks are getting through much faster.
Awesome. Love the fact that we are planning, thinking of options and alternatives. At the end of this experience, what do you hope the visitors and Houstonians walk away with?
I hope the visitors come back, right? I mean, that's the key thing. And then again, remember the airport. We're going to have a lot of people transit through. And so I want to give them a good experience in the airport. They're like, hey, I had some really good food in that Houston airport. I had a really good
time in the Houston airport, I think I want to come back to Houston, and put that on their their travel list. So that's important for us, and for the Houstonians, I just want them to make sure that they understand this is going to be the normal busy summer, and so they got to do all the pre-planning. They got to reserve their parking, be able to use our website to check the TSA wait times, understand that you can go through any TSA checkpoint at Bush, and then once you clear security, you can take the train or walk to any of the other places. So you use the tools on our website to help you get through the airport successfully.
So beyond packing for a trip, they need to pack their patience when they come to the airport.
Yes. But I'm excited because of the fact that the TSA is funded until September 30th. So we can cross that off our list of worries.
More City Pulse after this.
Houston, the world is watching. Are you ready for some football? The world's best teams, 7 matches, 1 world champion. And how do you get to all of the World Cup action? Take Metro to the FIFA Fan Festival and every match at Houston Stadium. Metro is your ride to all the World Cup festivities, and it's just $1.25 one way. Learn more about matchday travel at ridemetro.org and witness the world at play.
Human trafficking is happening in many different industries. Call 888-3737-888 at the first suspicious sign you see. Watchfortraffic.org.
You are watching the special edition of City Pulse FIFA World Cup 26 Houston edition. We have Marty Kendrick and Hussein Naki. They are going to tell us about some collaboration ongoing with NRG Park and everything Houston.
Just excited. One of the things that we're most proud of is the collaboration. You can imagine how many different partners and stakeholders it takes to be able to pull off an event like this. And so we are just appreciative of the work that we're doing with the host committee, the sports authority, the city, other stakeholders with like Metro, and then of course working here with Legends, our operator here at the park. And then we can't be remiss without saying our tenants, the Texans and the Rodeo, the concessions they've made. So it's a bunch of folks really working together in coordination to make this happen, and just proud of the work that we've all done together.
And so tell us, what are you most excited about for FIFA World Cup 2026?
I'm very, very excited about the fact that we've had 192 countries purchasing tickets to Houston. The opportunity to invite the world, quite literally, to our front door and to showcase Houston Harris County is an opportunity of a lifetime, and something that, as Marty says, doesn't happen in a vacuum and has to happen and be executed across a variety of different platforms. And we are super excited to be able to be a small part of that.
Awesome. Thank you for your work, and see what's next up on City Pulse.
Welcome back to this special edition of City Pulse FIFA World Cup 26 Houston edition. So, if you guessed 1994 as the year the United States last held the World Cup, you are correct. For 2026, the United States becomes the 6th nation to host the FIFA World Cup more than once. Because of the success of 1994's World Cup, it laid the groundwork of Major League Soccer happening 2 years later in 1996. 10 years after that, the Houston Dynamo in their inaugural season would win the MSL Cup and repeat the second year. But now, let us flash back to 1994 and highlights of the World Cup. More City Pulse after this.
Question, are you somebody that uses pedicabs to and from concerts and sporting events? I'm Matthew Simon with the Houston Police Department, and I have important news for you. HPD has started cracking down on illegal pedicab operators. Those are the ones who drive around without the required licensing, permits, or liability insurance. If you're riding in a pedicab without the required credentials, chances are the pedicab's getting towed, and you're walking to your destination. No refunds. So how do you spot a legitimate pedicab operator? First, they'll have a permit stuck to the seat post. A second permit sticker should be visible on the back of the cab, and the pedicab operator's credentials should always be viewable from the passenger seat. Can't see the credentials? Simply ask the operator. Just like cars on the road, pedicabs are required to have working brakes, headlights, taillights, seat belts, and liability insurance. This ensures everybody on board is covered in case of an accident. So if you're operating a pedicab and have questions regarding the permitting process, call the City of Houston Transportation Department at 832-394-8801. Or visit here, the Houston Permitting Center at 1002 Washington Avenue. Right now, a pedicab permit costs about $350, while multiple pedicab citations can cost you thousands of dollars in fines. Not to mention retrieving your pedicab from the impound, that will be a minimum of $220. Bottom line, passengers, beware of unsafe pedicabs, and operators, get your permits, or your pedicab could be bound for the impound.
I may be decked out in FIFA World Cup 2026 gear, but I'm going to kick it over to Rebekah, who has a special story to share.
Did you know that May is Women's Health Awareness Month? Check out this great interview with Emya Lee from HR Wellness. Thank you for joining us, Emya. You're back again. Your wealth of knowledge in wellness is so needed here at the City of Houston. So we're here. It is now Women's Health Awareness Month. Yeah. Okay. I want to start from the top because I firmly believe that if the mind is right, everything else will function. So let's talk about women's health. What do you feel like needs to happen in the minds of women here at the City of Houston in order to embark on a healthy wellness life?
Absolutely. So I think this is an excellent place to start because a big piece is making sure that we align our perspective to give ourselves the permission to do the things to take care of ourselves. I think just naturally women are givers, we're the natural born caretakers, and all of that is great in those traditional roles. However, there is that tendency or that possibility that we can kind of lose ourselves a little bit in that, kind of mask some of the things that we may be going through in that as we're trying to keep everything else afloat.
Right, right. So there is, the City of Houston does a great job of making sure it puts on events to empower its employees. There is an event that is coming this month, May 19th.
Yes.
Talk about that event and what's going to be there.
Absolutely. So this is going to be our women's health event. This is an event we've been putting on for the last several years now, and it's a great resource where we bring to the event a women's health professional for the mental health side as well as a physician. So any questions that the ladies may have who attend, they're able to get those answers professionally addressed, and it's just a very great, empowering event.
Now, women rank higher than men, let me just say, when it comes to different health and awareness issues, whether that be at lupus or cancer or all these different areas. Because to what you said at the beginning, they're focused on working on everybody else. What does the city have in place day to day to empower the ladies of the city to reach out? Who can they call? Are there resources here to get, whether that's mental health assistance, whatever type of assistance to deal with their health? Where can they go?
Yes, so we have a comprehensive EAP program that's set up as a hybrid model where our internal EAP allows them to get any sort of help with the work-related concerns, but I really want to focus on the external EAP because that's really where they get that work-life balance. Anything from financial assistance, legal assistance, of course, anything related to mental and emotional health. But the biggest thing I wanted to mention is that that is a resource for the employees and their families. We really value what our employees are able to bring to the table, and we want to make sure that they're able to show up as their happiest, healthiest self to serve the city of Houston.
Yes, yes. So if there is someone out there that's kind of on the fence and they're like, listen, Maya, I hear you, and all of these things are great. What are some tips that they may not come to you or they may not reach out? What are some tips that they can start at home to kind of just work on their health? Things that they can do at home and then bring those things to the workplace?
Yes, and so I would say seeing what you can do that's going to be possible for you. So really kind of recognizing that any baby step is going to be beneficial. And if you're looking for a little bit more knowledge and education, especially for our women and their health, we do have a virtual menopause class that we just kind of launched here recently that is available to employees and their spouses at home because it is virtually through Teams. And that is a great resource to learn more information and tips as well.
Well, thank you so much for your time. We always enjoy you here at the City Pulse.
Thank you so much.
All right, we'll see what's next.
More City Pulse after this.
The Kennedy Bakery building is said to be one of the oldest haunts in Houston.
In Houston, we don't just welcome the world, we live it. Soccer runs deep, played in parks, streets, and stadiums across every neighborhood. The food, it's different. The culture is global. The energy, always on. In 2026, the world's game takes center stage in H-Town. Come ready to play. Come ready to celebrate.
Downtown is an art lover's dream with more than 65 pieces of public art.
Well, Rebekah, I think it is time to put a bow on the special presentation of City Pulse and FIFA World Cup 2026.
And I hope we provided you with enough information so that you can enjoy this FIFA presentation. We're going to leave you with soccer ball art that you can see throughout the city. I'm Rebekah Williams.
And I'm Travis Leamons. As hundreds of thousands descend upon Houston, relax, don't lose your cool, and remember, we can always do better, and kindness is free.